everybody, it's Kelly and I'm back with another layout, and today I am scrapbooking a picture of all sorts of food. So I'm mounting it on that kind of a sprinkle paper that is from Dear Lizzie. It's from the Stay Colorful 12 by 12 pad, and I'm thinking I want to put a big chunk of that kind of aqua colored paper right in the middle there because I have that journaling spot, and then I'm thinking my title, which is Life Right Now, would look great right there. So that aqua floral paper is the Dear Lizzie Stargazer collection, and it's the dream paper. Now that cork paper that I'm mounting everything on with the hearts, and oh my gosh, is that darling? That's from Dear Lizzie Documentary, and it is the New Day paper. So I like how I'm using lots of old stuff here, lots of old stuff up. I have, right now, the title is Those Acrylic Words from Ellie's Studio, and then I have a pink globe from Recollections at the moment. And I just cut that paper a little bit shorter because I'm thinking I'm going to turn it into a banner. And then I'm playing with a little bit of chipboard there. That is from Dear Lizzie Darling, the Dear Lizzie Darling Details Thickers from Fine and Dandy. Just kind of playing with that, with all of that, and I've decided I'm going to drop the title down below the photograph here because I have plenty of room there because the journaling card is not anywhere near as wide as the photograph. So I'll just add some ATG to that. And you could do, I could have just made this title Life, or I could have made it Right Now, but I actually liked the combination of the more scripty words plus the more blocky words on this one. That cut apart journaling card there is from the Dear Lizzie Stay Colorful 12 by 12 pad. So what I'm doing right now is I'm cutting you can't see this and I'm sorry it's not on there. I cut into the middle of the bottom of that paper, then I cut from the outside into the middle and then flipped it over and did the same thing, and that's how you get a really nice banner edge. All right, so now I've decided I want that Think Big chipboard to go towards the bottom there. Thinking about it, now I'm thinking maybe on the side there because I think something down there, I need something down there because I'm not going to put this banner right in the middle. So I grabbed the OK chipboard circle from the Fine and Dandy Thickers, and then I have that Admit One ticket right now just for my chunk of Dear Lizzie things. I'm looking at the date there to know what it is. Okay, and then I'm going through my box of Dear Lizzie goodness there. I've done quite a few layouts lately from my Dear Lizzie stash. I was working with them all one day. I was just having fun, so I think I did like 3 or 4 layouts in a day. I don't remember exactly how many. So kind of playing with something there. I want some pink in there to balance the pink on the top left. And then I like that do-over, which, how often would you be able to use that? But, it's the start of a new year, start of eating healthy, as we often do after the excesses of the holiday season. And then I found this watermelon and this pineapple, and neither one of those things appear in that photo, but they are nice, healthier fruit choices. So I thought those would be perfect. So I'm going to add those in. And I do like these 3 apples as well. The color there was a little off. They're more of a red pink. And then I have this little label as well that I cut apart from something. And I don't have anything labeled in these collections, so I don't know exactly where it's from. I really want to use it up here. But it is just blatantly not working. It's driving me a little crazy here. It feels too long to me and too big for the space I have. I think if the photograph had been moved over a little bit more, I could have done that, made it work, but I could not. So I'm not loving that cluster at the top yet. So what I'm going to do is work with the things that I know, which is what's going to happen in the bottom cluster here. So I've added those 2 things, and I like the OK up there because it's just balancing some of a little bit of the circle from the Walmart. Where did I get that from? From the watermelon on the bottom. Oh my goodness, our minds work really interestingly, don't they? And now I'm bringing back that Think Big back in because I like that it has the aqua and the pink in, because it kind of, now the pink makes a little bit of a rounded diagonal across the layout now. Still not loving that pink there. So I'm going back here. Now I have my Maggie Holmes box of goodness again here too. This is a ticket from a carousel paper. Yeah, it was a sheet of tickets. It was a specialty paper. So I like that color a little bit better. And then I found a darker aqua too. It just felt like it needed a little bit more grounding. So I'm going to add that in. And once I get this in, I like it better. There's kind of a darker aqua edge on the watermelon, so that feels like I'm adding colors from both areas in. And then I realized that there was still a little bit of where I didn't cut apart quite evenly, so I grabbed that. Still was toying with, do I want the Think Big or not? And I still didn't get that edge down right. Now I'm definitely going to do Think Big. There's more journaling space there than I really need to, so it's fine if I take that up a little bit. Okay, and then I decided I wanted a little bit of pink coming out from underneath this card. So the edges of these tickets were kind of rough, so I thought I would just add that in. And it gives a little bit more grounding to that. And then I'm thinking I want a little bit more aqua, but I like the colors of that striped ticket, but it's a little busy, especially because there's a diagonal pattern on the Think bag. And what's happening is, because that aqua is so dark, I'm looking at it and I'm thinking, oh, I really think that it's pulling too much attention away from everything else. Because when I just looked at it even now there, that's all you could see. There's another ticket. And the tickets have no real meaning other than they're just a ticket. And again, that dark is too dark right there. It's very light, and it pulls your attention away from the photograph instead of helping. Because sometimes, diagonals, when your eye has to go from the top left to the bottom right, which is the diagonal that I'm creating there, sometimes darker pieces like that will be great. But when I'm looking at this, all I'm seeing is that dark aqua there. And I'm realizing that and going, yeah, no, this isn't going to work. So I want one last little touch, and here I was going to do some enamel dots, but I found these wood jewels from Recollections. They're the boho bling stickers from Michaels. And I'm adding in a little bit, I'm having to add in a little bit of foam tape to make them sit properly, because the chipboard is under part of it. So that's why I'm doing that. And I really like that little bit of touch of aqua to kind of help lead your eye around the page. But it's not so distracting to me, making me think that that's the only thing I see. All right, guys, there's the still shot and a couple of detail shots. Hope you're all well, and I'll be back with another layout again soon. Bye.